Ghosts are scary. Kids are scary. But ghost kids? Now that's an absolute recipe for fear and terror. Across all cultures, in the worlds of both popular fiction and classic myth, stories of ghosts of young girls have been popular among fans of all things horror, even if said stories give us the goosiest of bumps. Prepare yourself, because we don't just have tales of ghost girls, we have indisputable camera evidence of ghost girls. These are scary ghost girls caught on tape. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos every day. That being said, let's begin. Number 10. Suicide Ghost. This horrifically creepy video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Abbott Ung back in 2016. According to the tale that accompanied the video, it was captured by a security guard while they were patrolling the halls of a college in San Francisco. When this poor dude took the job as a security guard at a college, he probably thought the most he'd have to deal with is drunk teenagers. But this is so much worse than that. In the footage, the guard is seen investigating something when he suddenly hears a loud noise. He turns just in time to see a dark, shadowy figure disappear around the corner. When he turns the corner, there's no one there. He scans up and down the stairs but is unable to find any trace of the figure. Even more curious. But the most curious thing of all is that this college actually has something of a reputation. We've even talked about it on this channel before. It seems the poor place can't go a full term without something dark and strange going down. Be it a ghost, a ghoul, or a goblin, the poor students of this place are bumping into creatures of some kind every couple of weeks. Among the many stories that are told about this place, and there's a bunch, one of the more believed is the rumor that a past student had hanged herself in the college. It's been said that ever since, her ghost can be seen slinking around the campus. People think that the ghost in this video just might be the ghost of that poor girl. Could it be possible that it was the spirit of this young girl that the security guard captured on camera? We think so. While the video certainly does appear to be genuine, several skeptics have noted that it would be unlikely for a security guard to film a routine check of the premises unless he was expecting something strange to happen. But seeing as how this college has had so many supernatural encounters, maybe they have a guard on patrol at all hours specifically to catch ghosts. What do you think? Has this security guard really captured evidence of a ghost haunting the halls of this Californian college? Or could there be another explanation for the figure's sudden disappearance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Now it's time for the rare topic. You're probably thinking this is just a photo of two ladies with a nun sat between them, and you're right, but here's the catch. That nun was not there when they took the photo. So technically this isn't the ghost of a girl, it's the ghost of a woman, but we simply had to include it because of the strange way this figure seems to have mysteriously manifested. This photo is something of an heirloom, and according to the family, it's been passed down throughout their family since the 50s. Apparently, the ladies in the photo looked at the image after it was developed and were overwhelmed to see the strange demonic nun there. Making things creepier, the lady on the left has had a lifelong fear of religious figures. Convinced her house was haunted by a demon disguised as a nun, she moved out and never returned. Remember to comment down below with the hashtag rare topic, and we might pin the comment that best explains what is being shown on this image. With that said, let's keep things moving. Number 9. Ghost of a Jumper. This video's an intriguing one because at first glance, there doesn't seem to be all that much creepy about it, but give it a second or even third glance and you'll notice that it is far from ordinary. It's also worth noting that the sex and or gender of the ghost isn't exactly clear. Personally, we couldn't determine, but the people who brought this clip to our attention are adamant it's a girl ghost, so we're putting it in this video. The creepy footage was uploaded to YouTube channel Damien in JPN way back in March of 2007. That's so long ago there hadn't even been a single Iron Man film out yet. Think about that for a hot minute. Supposedly, the footage was captured by a boy who traveled with a friend to Okinawa. The high cliffs seen in the video are apparently a very famous sightseeing location and unfortunately also a common place for suicide. It's gonna be a dark 10 minutes, guys, what can I say? The clip begins as the boy is filming the ocean below. He pans the camera briefly to the left before turning to the right, focusing on another cliff that has several people standing on top. Perfectly innocuous, right? Nothing creepy to see here. He then turns the camera back to the left once more where he he zooms in on a group of tourists sitting on the ground. Yet again, perfectly innocuous. Nothing creepy to see here. But once you slow the footage down, something chilling reveals itself. There's a figure leaping from the cliff. Like we said, we're not sure on gender, but lots of people see a woman. She is translucent and eerie, almost otherworldly. When the clip first surfaced, several viewers were also quick to note that if it was a human, the group of people sitting close by would have surely reacted to them jumping. But clearly, she's not visible to the human eye because they choose not to react. That, coupled with the fact that there was no one standing on top of the cliff just a second earlier, has led many to believe that the mysterious jumper must have indeed been a ghost. And we've gotta say, we agree. This one has really won us over. If we're right, could it be possible that it was actually the ghost of someone who had once leaped from the cliffs into the icy water below? Is she doomed to relive her choice over and over for all of eternity? We hope not. We hope she finds peace. Number 8. CCTV Ghost. This now famous ghost video was captured in mid-2013 in Bogota, Colombia. This footage, while some of the most famous ghost footage in the world, is also some of the most compelling. And why? Because this strange moment wasn't just captured by one camera. Oh no, that would be way too easy. No, this footage was captured by a whole bunch of cameras. Several separate CCTV security cameras, to be precise. The video begins as the woman, who appears to be dressed in an old maid's outfit, is seen walking along a path in a very unusual way. There's an odd, juddery nature to her gait. She's constantly stopping and starting. She takes a few steps, pauses, and then takes a few more steps, and then pauses again. It's almost like she's a glitching YouTube video that keeps freezing and repeating. But as mad as this sounds, that isn't even the strangest thing about the clip. What happens next is brain-bending levels of bonkers. 2 of the 3 security cameras that managed to capture the woman walking down the street suddenly show her vanishing into thin air. This strange event was such a big deal that a local news station in Bogota investigated the area where the footage was taken and even invited a priest to comment on the incident. They found no plausible reason for the disappearance of the woman, and that's with a priest's help. When the video was first released, it caused quite a stir online. Many viewers could find no other way of explaining what they had just witnessed. Everyone came to the same obvious conclusion. It had to be a ghost. Some people even went so far as to point out the maid's outfit as further proof. It's outdated, clothes of a bygone era. The fact that 2 of the 3 security cameras that were filming the woman managed to capture her disappear is certainly remarkable, leaving little doubt that the footage is indeed genuine. Number 7. Japanese Ghost. Anybody who watches our videos a lot knows what's coming next. Every time a female ghost turns up in Japan, it has a certain look. The dress, the long black hair, a hunched posture. In Japanese folklore, this is the default look for ghostly spirits, and we've found yet another one. This short but chilling clip, taken from a security camera somewhere in Japan, first surfaced sometime around mid-2016. As you can see, it starts with a man waiting by the side of the road. Before long, a taxi comes to collect him, but here's where things get odd. As he steps onto the road, some kind of dark figure can suddenly be seen following him towards the vehicle. It eerily shadows the man as he enters the taxi. However, rather than also getting into the car, it appears to float right through the side. Super weird. While there's very little information available about this video, it's difficult to know for sure exactly what the security camera has captured. That, and the fact that the footage quality is very low, has led several skeptics to believe that the appearance of the ghost might be little more than a very clever editing job. But what do you think? Genuine Japanese ghost or just some nifty CG? Number 6. An all-time classic. Let's end on a classic, shall we? No list of creepy ghost videos would be complete without this brief clip uploaded to Faden's YouTube channel way back in the medieval period, 2006. This clip has built up an extraordinary number of views. According to what we can ascertain, the clip supposedly comes from a video shot during a paranormal investigation that was conducted sometime in 2001 of the Barton Mansion in Redlands, California. The associated story goes like this. A group of teenagers decided to explore the mansion in an effort to uncover evidence of a haunting. While searching the basement, they were said to have discovered a piece of raw meat that had been placed inside a circle of stone. Naturally, this weirded them out. This really weirded them out. Totally scared, the group decided to bolt as quick as they could. But 2 of the boys were frustrated to leave, so those 2 decided to return the following night, and they brought a camera with them, grabbing this footage. It begins as the camera holder is seen shining his flashlight around a dark hallway. As the investigators make their way into a small room, one can be heard saying, "Cover my back, all right?" The room appears to be empty except except for a window at one end and another door leading off to the right. As the camera holder shines his light around the room, something strange grabs his attention, something on the floor. Just as he can be heard mumbling, "What the hell is that?" an odd noise spooks him. He swiftly spins around to see what caused it. There, standing in the doorway, is a figure who appears to be dressed in a long robe, staring back at the investigators. Now that is terrifying. A lot more terrifying than some meat in a circle. While the quality of the video makes it difficult to see the figure with any great clarity, if you pause the clip, you can clearly see that there is indeed something or someone there. The authenticity of this video has been long debated. Originally linked with a now expired website, the clip was supposedly a snippet taken from a DVD of the incident that visitors could purchase from the site. But in recent years, more and more people are saying they think this might be legit. What do you think? Does the video prove that there really is a ghost haunting the Barton Mansion in Redlands, California, or was it simply created as part of an elaborate hoax? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Number 5. The Scary Weeping Woman. There's a Mexican ghost story, that of the Weeping Woman. If you've never heard it, brace yourself, for it's a tale that digs under the skin and can unsettle even the most hardened of ghost fanatics. The story tells of a woman who drowned her own children. Puts your parents into perspective, huh? Her spirit now haunts the streets of Mexico. And why? Well, that's not entirely clear. Some say she's overwhelmed by the crushing guilt and cannot move on until she embraces it. Others say she's trapped on the earthly plane for eternity, punishment for her sinful acts in her living life. But most believers of the myth accept something far darker as the truth. The woman is cursed. She can never enter heaven until she finds the ghosts of her own murdered children. So now she floats through Mexico, lost and emotionally tortured. Her ghost wanders the earth, tears pouring from her eyes with abandon as she haunts the world for her lost children. I mean, it's not the cheeriest story, but what can you do? They call it the tale of the La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman. It's said that she causes grave misfortune to all who see or hear her. You better hope that doesn't include video footage, because in these shocking and unexpected videos, you will see evidence of what appears to be La Llorona herself stalking the streets of the real world on the hunt for her children. In the first clip, captured on a phone in an unknown location, the Weeping Woman is never seen, but she is heard. It's a cry so intense, so powerful, that it's no wonder the person on the other end of the camera suspected that what they were dealing with was something not of this world. As the horrific sound washes over him, it's not long before the man wielding the camera begins to panic. And wouldn't you? With the myth claiming misfortune will befall all who hear her, he was probably panicking. Before he has the chance to investigate the source of the tears, he runs. Number 4. Here she is again. Starting out inside, this guy starts to hear something strange from outside. Yet again, it's that same strange crying sound that was heard in the first clip. But what's truly chilling is just how similar it sounds. One might argue that these two heard two entirely different women crying in the night, but that theory just doesn't hold up. Everybody cries differently. Everybody's sobbing is unique. But as you'll hear across these clips, the very same haunting cries are heard across Mexico time and time again. Number 3. And again. But finally, we get our very first glimpse of the Weeping Woman. We have visual, and it's an unsettling sight. Through a prison bar-like green gate, this footage captures our first actual glimpse of what may very well be the Weeping Woman. It's a haunting image, and one the camera wielder will no doubt never forget. Number 2. Again. If there's something we're starting to learn, it's that if you get your camera phone out and spend the early hours wandering around Mexico, you will eventually find hard evidence of La Llorona. It's almost inevitable, but in this footage, these innocents caught far more than they bargained for. Then again, if you go wandering through the woods of a haunted area, you're kind of asking for it. Though they never hear that now infamous sound, in the distance, a strange shape is visible. Whiter than a vanilla cheesecake, it stands out a mile against the blackness of the night, no doubt visible in every direction for miles around. It's strange and ethereal, almost translucent, as it bobs and weaves with an almost bluish tint. In many ways, it's kind of hypnotic. It's strangely beautiful in the way it hovers and lingers. And then it screams, unleashing that oh-so-familiar guttural cry. Why do monsters always have to scream? Why don't they ever yell anything nice? Why can't one, for once, just sing the FUN song from SpongeBob?
F is for friends who do stuff together.
Number 6. Number 1. Even more visual. More camera footage. More distant cries in the streets of Mexico. But this time, we have another example of someone managing to capture visual. Though it's not 100% clear exactly what they do capture, it's certainly something. See if you can spot it. What do you think it is? It's creepy, that's for sure, but the nature of the thing is somewhat clear. It almost looks too much like a cliché ghost, a shapeless white creature floating around like a haunted duvet. If you asked a child to draw a ghost, this is what they would draw. Is that almost too convenient? Or do ghosts actually look like a bedsheet having a nervous breakdown? Calling all ghost experts. Let us know in the comments below.